You're listening to the Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marci Persky. In this installment, explanations for all the things that are going wrong. We don't have them. The hazards of don't you know who I am? And things famous people should have already learned about Zoom. So many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. This seems to be, if I believed in horoscopes, I would say that this is the week that you can do everything right and the universe just sort of conspires against you.
Something's in retrograde or something.
Oh, I don't believe in any of that. But if I did,
I don't know what it means. I just know that we have a cat named Retro.
maybe
And
it's
it has something to do with retrograde.
cat getting younger, maybe.
I don't know.
I hear this all the time from friends of mine. Well, Mercury's in retrograde. I'm like, that the whole astrology thing, don't get me started on astrology.
It's math to me, and I don't understand either one.
Not even math. I wish it were math. It would be a logical thing that I didn't understand if astrology were math. But astrology is the misguided idea that this planet accounts for something in the entire universe, or that other things account for this planet. I mean, when you think about the universe, and we're just like a tiny little scrap of rock with these life forms that we are on it, and then you have this bizarro idea that the stars affect whether or not your Aunt Matilda calls you on Thursday. I mean, it's just so bizarre. Astrology is one of those. Don't make decisions when I don't even understand the kind of self-inflated importance that would make you believe that where Mercury, which as a planet is closer to us, admittedly, than stars, that where Mercury is in relation to you would have anything to do.
I'll probably be struck down by lightning, but I always thought that horoscopes are kind of, if you read them and you believe them, then you make that stuff happen to you.
I wish we even had that much influence. I'm telling you that this whole, I have a girlfriend no longer living. I just adored her. But she was absolutely convinced that this stuff had bearing on your personality. And if I'd been born in Australia 5 minutes later, I would be maybe a nice person. I don't know.
Are Australians nicer?
Well, depends.
I mean, it was a penal colony, wasn't it?
And heretics. I think I'd fit in there nicely.
Well, dump all your woes on me. That's what we're here for.
It's just
what's going wrong this week?
Stupid stuff. Like your doctor wants you to take some test, and it's do-it-yourself medicine now. Your doctor wants you to take a test, so you wait for the orders or the prescription, or finally you say, I never received this kit for the test, and they say, oh, you have to call and order it. What? So then you have to change your whole medical appointment because you haven't taken your test of collecting whatever they need you to collect. It's do-it-yourself medicine. So that was this week. And what else this week? Oh, strangely, the post office seems to have an obsession with my mail. It's not like Russia where you can tell they've opened it and looked at it. They just see my name on an envelope, and then the United States Postal Service seems compelled to, like, jump on it in muddy water, throw it up in the air a few times. So all the mail I'm getting looks like somebody was really, really... You remember how when you were in grade school and everybody gave out Valentines, and you had to decorate, like, a shoebox for your Valentines? Yeah. And there was somebody you hated, so you'd do something to their Valentine?
Or give them the worst one.
Right.
I would always find the worst one.
There was always one, you smell like spinach or something. There was always one Valentine like that. And I feel like the post office is treating me like that person who got the bad Valentine. That's the other thing. Also, I thought I was getting done this brilliant new glasses thing. I have literally had these glasses adjusted 4 times now. And I still feel like my head is in a medieval torture device. And yesterday, for the first time, I know you're going to laugh because it's been 5 days, but I turned on the television for the first time.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's odd. It was supposed to be clearer.
I take my glasses off to watch TV.
Well, no, I have them on to watch TV. And then because I steal a lot of the things that I watch, again, another story.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to type in the name of the thing that I want to watch, and I can't see those letters either. And I think, well, that's very strange. And then I go get my old glasses, and it's all fine.
So you have a wrong prescription, you're saying?
That's a very possible thing. So that did not get done. Nothing's getting done or everything's getting destroyed. And that's the week that is going on around here. You can try your best. I was so proud of myself to finally get this glasses thing out of the way. And now I have to go back again tomorrow to make sure that. And somehow I know that even though it's clear to me that they've done something wrong, in the world of professional glasses making, this is going to end up being my fault somehow.
Okay.
And then here's
This is why I'm glad that I live where there aren't a lot of providers.
Yeah. Why?
Because there's only one place to go back to, and it's not that far away.
Right. But if they blame you, you're stuck. There's no place else you can go.
They dare not blame me.
Aha. You see? You see?
They dare not blame you either.
Oh, they're going to blame me. I know it.
Hand them a business card with a podcast and say, okay, listen for a little bit and then try and blame me.
Maybe. I've never done that before. It's the equivalent of don't you know who I am? You know who I saw doing a don't you know who I am one time.
I hope it's a Chicago alderman.
No. It's the wife of a now deceased, very, 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 very famous comedian and movie star. It was, I think, wife number 2 jumping up and down in front of a concert venue that was sold out and yelling, "Don't you know who I am?" It was
Nice.
just a couple months after that Miss Don't You Know Who I Am was Miss X Don't You Know Who I Am. And the who I am was married to his nanny. So,
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about
yeah.
now.
Well, his kid's nanny. He didn't need a nanny.
Right.
Just checking on that. I need to be specific. That's how come I've got these glasses wrong. Apparently, I may not have been specific enough. Who knows? And then, as if that weren't enough, I noticed something else.
Okay.
You remember how at the beginning of COVID, when people were appearing on television on Zoom,
Yeah.
which everybody is now. Nobody bothers to come into a television studio. Number one, because it's a pain in the neck and inconvenient. And number 2, because these days your news gathering organization of today may be out of business tomorrow, so you never know where the studio is. Today, CBS is a real radio network, and tomorrow it's going to be in some billionaire's basement.
I don't know. I just read a whole article yesterday, actually, about how they have been experimenting with AI to take over radio, but AI has just spectacularly flopped, especially with news. So I don't know. I think it needs a lot more fine tuning.
Oh, no, it's gonna be people.
or if it's going to happen.
It's going to be people. It's going to be a billionaire who's hiring all the people for pennies on a dollar and stashing them in a studio he built himself in his basement, basically.
Well, isn't that kind of now?
Well, we're not in a basement. You're on a mountain, and I'm in an attic. So there. Now,
Yeah,
let's move on
Nobody
to.
pays me for this, though.
So the next, but we have a
Where's
contest.
my pay, Turi?
We
Where's
have-
my pay?
have a
Where's my
contest.
paycheck?
I'm going to be giving away something. I don't know yet what's going to get our name on it, but something. So the next thing regarding these people appearing on camera, you would think that people would now realize that if they appear on camera, they and their entire room that you can see behind them are appearing on camera.
Yes.
In accordance with my philosophy of changing the names of businesses and people and places, either lets you tell more of the truth or bigger, better lies. Yesterday, I swear to you, yesterday, not before COVID, but yesterday, a major news gathering organization, interviewed a reporter with a major newspaper, and I mean major. And in the background, you could see his unmade bed. And all I could
Are you telling him to make his bed before he zooms?
that's all I could think about with this reporter. And I think he lives with somebody because there was a navy blue comforter mushed up over some kind of pink pastel quilt. So I think it's not just his place. Although there was nothing on the wall to distract you. There was nothing behind him to distract you. But over his left shoulder through a door, you could plainly see about a third of his unmade bed. And I just thought, How can I trust your reporting if you don't even have the common sense God gave a guppy to close the door or make your bed?
Yeah, that's a problem with Zoom. That's why whenever I had to be on a Zoom meeting, I would always be like the person you don't see because I didn't want everybody to look at my husband's piles of clothes behind me. I mean, they're clean clothes at least. But
They don't know that. Zoom doesn't let you
Right.
smell anything, so
well, I do. I'm in charge of the laundry, so
you know.
I know what's clean and what isn't.
Well, good.
But yes, this room is only used for podcasts and
Clean
Frankie's clothes
Yeah.
because there's no room for his clothes in our room.
As has been mentioned before, get your clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, Zoom can be like that.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
it was like that a lot 5 years ago. But this reporter apparently has this reporter for a major, and I do mean major newspaper. And you'd think that somebody producing this major news TV station show might send him like a little note saying, close your bedroom door.
I don't know. I think I might have told you this story, but it kind of on the same level is I had witnessed an execution, the first execution in Illinois.
This does not sound
In a
like it's
very
at
long
all
time.
on the same level.
And wait, a very big network came to interview me with no notice. And I was wearing a shirt with Elvis on it that said, I'm dead. And so I had to hurry and find someone in the newsroom to change shirts with so that isn't showing when I did the interview. Because can you imagine doing an interview on an execution with Elvis's head saying, I'm dead?
I've never heard this story
Oh,
before.
it was bad. It was bad trying to find someone who had something that would fit over the front of me.
Oh, that's right. Your copious ample, your ample front.
My ample bosom.
Who'd you
But,
find? Who else could possibly, now that you mention it?
Well, my friend Janet had a blazer on that day. So I turned my shirt inside out and put it on backwards and borrowed her blazer. So it looked like I had a white shirt and a blazer on. But the blazer no way would it close, but it worked.
Well, it's hard to be amply proportioned in the newsroom.
But would you have taken me seriously if I had been on TV talking about an execution in a T-shirt with Elvis's head that says I'm dead?
Are you seriously asking me that question?
Well, there you go. That's the similarity.
This is usually the part where we thank you and I suggest you buy my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. But you've just heard us promise you some sort of prize. I have no idea exactly what it will be, but it will feature the words Captain Oblivious on it. And all you have to do to win is send an email to Turi at shebopsproductions.com with a short description of whatever your partner or friend or boss or somebody who ought to be paying attention failed to notice and your mailing address. Marci and I will pick out the best one, and that will be the winner. You have until August 31st, 2026 to enter, and you have to live in the USA because I don't send things over borders. Good luck.